I love Dokkan Battle music, and it's a part of me that I still cherish to this day. But before I made my video about Dokkan Battle, which if you haven't watched, you should check out after watching this video, but you're not gonna believe this, but I didn't play the game for a long time, and didn't really think much about it. I didn't even know if they still produced bangers. And I was so glad to be proven wrong, because the theme for the recent Zamasu card is wicked. Literally. I'm Scarce and today I'm going to show you how this theme represents Zamasu's unhinged nature and philosophy. So, dude, let's jump right in with pulling this baby up. And there we have it. Zamasu's intro to his card. And, man, there's a lot to just say about this, because, like, what you're going to hear is not like the typical rock or metal kind of sounding vibe, which, it still has, but it's not like, common with like, just like that standard 4 beats or anything like fast. It's a lot more just slower and a lot more just raw. And that's pretty much like what I liked about listening to this theme. And yeah, let's go ahead and start off with just already noticing we are in B minor. So that's pretty much what we're going to have for this whole piece. And it's in 3/4. So we're going to have this waltz feel, which, yeah, I mean, waltz plus like a slower tempo, it really does add that kind of, like, it gives it that bounce, but it's also just still adding in that gravity. And you're going to hear it a lot once we go through the piece. So for this intro, it is divided into 2 sections. So we have section 1, which is pretty much like the introduction for this theme, which pretty much an introduction within an introduction. Bro, introception, okay. So yeah, we have this introduction section, and then section 2 is going to be where we have the actual like meat of the piece itself. So let's go ahead and start off with this introduction by checking out this phrase over here. So I'm going to go ahead and play it to you right now. So yeah, we can already start right off the bat with just like how much it just captures your attention. Like this minor second is really what stood out when I was first hearing the song. And man, it did such a good job. Like it already starts off embracing this dissonance, and I really dig that. And you can see from the 2 voices that we have with the electric guitars that we have this high, like, dissonant clash, and then we have this low second guitar that just glides on through with like whatever melodic bit it has. And we get that again, and it's just interchanging these voices. So we have the 2 guitars just interchanging together. So then we have this. Ooh, yeah. And also, yeah, you're gonna hear this. So just focus on this phrase over here. So you hear how it stays. Like, so we have, like, it like goes up a bit and then it goes down, right? And then we also have this kind of similar thing where it does start off with like the same notes. So for instance, we have C sharp and G, right? And it's also the same with like C sharp and G, but then we go up instead of down. And we're gonna see this a lot within this piece. So I'm just gonna note that out right now, so that like I can go ahead and like note it out in later ones. And it's pretty significant when I was like trying to analyze this. So yeah, we have these interchange for this phrase. So it's just like this interchange that we get, and I really like it. It's just this constant fluctuation, like this constant like chaotic movement, and I really like that. And so now let's go ahead and like actually start sorting this out with this next phrase. So it goes something like, yeah, we already get like, it is already, yeah, much more stable. And yeah, we also get like whatever I described earlier, which is that pattern of, so like we have like the same kind of two note we have the same kind of two note like stability thing that we have going on. So like we have going down first, so it's like kind of staying in that, and then it goes down, and then it does the same thing, except it goes up. So yeah, we can see this again here as well. So we have the guitar going down, so it does go down, and then we have the same thing where it like repeats what back to this part, so, and then it goes up. So you can see that these two voices are pretty much doing the exact same thing, and like, yeah, that's pretty much it for this part. It like gives it that introduction. Like it's like the first major introduction. I mean, this part is like a lot more shorter. Like you probably wouldn't notice it. I mean, I definitely noticed it. Like, yeah, pretty much like when I was recording right now. Like, yeah, it's very like less. It's very small in terms of like the whole piece. Like this part is very small, but like you hear it a lot in this section, and it really gives it that introduction to what you're about to hear next. And then we go back to section A with the same kind of dissonant clash thing. So you have this whole dissonance part, and then like this like intro section thing that we have that we like previously introduced. So yeah, we have this ABA structure for this whole section. So you have this A part over here, which is like our little dissonant clash thing going on. And then we have this B section, which introduces like the main kind of theme, which I think it really is, just because of how much you hear it a lot. And then you go back to this A section. So yeah, that's pretty much what we have for section 1. And so now let's go on and move towards section 2. So like, okay, wait, hold up. Before I do that, yeah, let's go ahead and just take a look at these chords real quick. And, you know, that's pretty important. Because, yeah, how would the piece even move without the chords, right? So, yeah, we can see that we already start off with the tonic. So, already at B minor. So, that's where I previously mentioned that this piece starts off. So, B minor, we go off. We're still staying there. And then we go up to the third. And then we go from the 6, 3, 3, and 6, 3, 5. So, yeah, again, it repeats the same pattern that we said before. So, yeah, it just stays stagnant. So, yeah. Yeah, I didn't mention that. So, it stays stagnant, and then it goes up. So, yeah, that's the chord progression is even doing the similar kind of thing. So, yeah, this section definitely does do that job really well. And so, yeah, like, if we're going to do if we're gonna like define this in terms of functional harmony, we start off with a tonic. So like we're just starting off at home base, and then we're gonna start off with a third, which is like our mediant. So it's like, so we have these D major and G major. So those are like mediant and submediant. So it's not really moving a lot from the tonic. It's kind of in this like similar motion kind of scenario where it doesn't really move a lot. So yeah, this doesn't move a lot. But then when we get over here, so we have this 6, 3, 5, and that 5 pushes up like completely out of the way. So we're in like that dominant section where, yeah, now we're completely off. And then we go back to the 1. And then now that's where we're going to start off our next section with. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, now the piece is starting to rev up with this melody from the guitars, right? So we get this we get this thing, right? Where we like, yeah, pretty much like stay stagnant. So you like, you don't really move a lot, and then we go down and up. And then we get to the second part where we have the same pattern where we stay and then we go down, stay, and then go up. So yeah, we can hear it. Oh yeah, it's going down now. It's going up now. So it's doing that same kind of thing that we have already previously been introduced. And yeah, we get pretty much all of this with the chord progression, starting off with the starting off with the 6, and then we go to and then we go back to the 1. So it's keeping the momentum. It's not like closing off anything. So still keeping that. So we get that, and then we go off to the 1. And that's pretty much it for this section. It's like the introduction for this, for like when, like really just the second section, and really for like everything else that's gonna come with it. And I really like how it just starts off. Now let's go ahead and just get real dirty. Okay, now for this phrase, we are just like down in the depths. Like we are getting this G major and this F augmented. That is way off the boards. Like I have never seen anything like this. And it just sounds tragic when you move from this to this. Oh, dude, it is a tearjerker. And then we go back to the 1. And there we go. And then yeah, for this section, we have the melody going down and up. So it's like constantly fluctuating up and down. So yeah, we go. Yeah, it's going down, up, and then down, up, down, and then up. So it's constantly fluctuating, constantly changing, which I think really reminisces with this beginning section where we're going up, 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 down, 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 up, 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 down, down, down. Really just giving that disorienting like feeling of just like this unhinged nature of everything going on. And I really like this, and especially just this F augmented. Like, yeah, like this is supposed to be the 5. Like this is supposed to be like the 5-1, the I'm done. Like that, like absolute cadence. But with this augmented, it just solidifies it as like I'm not done, and it goes back to the 1. And it just really like gravitates you towards that, and just, dude, I love that feeling so much. Like, it's not a complete cadence. Like it just sounds off. I really like how it. The dissonance in this is just, it's really good. I like it. So yeah, we get that, and then this chord progression is actually like, dude, it's actually like a 2-5-1. So, dude, okay, so yeah, you may be like saying, okay, this does not look like a 2-5-1, and okay, I'm gonna be honest, like I also didn't think so too. But so if we were to actually go to the circle of fifths, right, and just check this out. So yeah, we have, so like a regular 2-5-1 would work by like going from the 2 and then the 5 and then the 1. So yeah, we have, so if we're gonna say that this is a 2-5-1, so it's going down like this, right? So we have our 5, which we already stated is F sharp, and then our 1 being the B, right? So then, yeah, our 2-5-1 would be D flat, F sharp, B. But what if instead of the D flat, we use a tritone substitution, which is basically just taking its tritone. So the tritone from D flat is going to be G. So we're going to use that instead. So it's going to be G, F sharp, B. And as you can see from what's going on, that is exactly what we have with this section. So we are going from G major to F sharp and then B. So it's really just a tritone substitution of the 2. So it's just, so yeah, it's just a 2-5-1. And man, it just sounds so good. And then yeah, now we get back to this A section. So yeah, I don't even know if I play this, but I'm gonna play this part. So yeah, and now we're gonna man, and just ending off the piece like this. So yeah, it's like the same thing, right, as like this previous section with like the G F sharp B progression, right? So we have the same similar kind of thing going on. So we have this a little bit of a darker start from like the G, but then we get this F major, and that F major is really what we need to bring it to that closure. And yeah, we're going back to this A section, like this A phrase that we saw before from like our little introduction to this section with this whole, with a similar melody structure of like the stagnant thing, and then it goes down, up, but instead of going, doing that whole, like main motif of stagnating, going up, stagnating, going down, it's actually just gonna go up. So yeah, it's just that triumphant end to this whole song or this whole theme, right? Until it like repeats again, because you know it's a theme for a game, right? So it's gonna constantly be repeating. So yeah, dude, this ending just sounds triumphant. Like this man Zamasu really think that his philosophy is correct. Like, oh, dude, I'm just, you know, am I like the best, guys? Like, yeah, nah, killing people is cool. Like killing people who don't think worthy is cool, guys. Like, dude, just trust me on this. And dude, it really just ends it off as that. And it's like, man, is he really like, is he serious? And like, I just like this triumphant end. Like just ending off like that just really shows Zamasu. Like Zamasu thinks he's right. He thinks he's correct with all this. And then we go back to the intro with this whole dissonant thing. Like we just get this parallel. Like I like how it like parallels with Zamasu, right? So like he thinks he's right, and then we go back to this like dissonant, chaotic thing, and it's just like, oh wow, yeah, this is where it gets you. This is what your ideology gets you. It's just this dissonance, this ugliness. And dude, when I saw Zamasu's like fused form, bro, it is like the most like disgusting thing. And I don't know, like I don't know. When I saw this, I was like, is this really what he thinks as? And like just having this whole piece as like a waltz kind of thing, like it makes it sound like a little bit sophisticated. Like, you know, it's very fancy, very like elegant with like many waltzes, right? Like for this one, it's just like this man really thinks he's elegant. And then you get this fused version, this was like his final-ish form, and it's like, dude, bro, you really think you're that, but then you like turn into this, like you really turn into like a monster, and I'm like, bro, who do you think you are? Like this man will literally do anything for his ideology, like no matter how messed up it is. And this theme really captures that like chaotic energy that he feels with that. And so, yeah, we start off with this dissonant kind of introduction, just already off the bat, like, this is who I am. Or this is what I am now, anyways. And then, yeah, we start off with this, and then we get to this main motif, just this, like, what you hear off, and, like, having this repeated over and over, it really adds up. And I think it really, like, holds this piece together. So, yeah, we get that, and then we get back, and then we start off with like the actual like main chunk of the song itself with this, and then yeah, we repeat that whole kind of similar thing that we talked about, and then we get to the actual like climax, which is just this progression. And then I think this part in and of itself is just that like really just that like thing that really puts it at the top, just that F sharp augmented, just really tragic. And then yeah, we repeat that, and then we repeat like the same similar thing, and this is what ends off the theme with this regular cadence back down. So we get this G major, F major, and then this B minor. Going back, and then we're going to start up again. And, man, dude, I am just so glad that Dokkan is still making bangers. Like, dude, it is insane. Like, I never really thought that I would actually hear anything good, like, apart from, like, the songs that I listened to. But this theme proved me wrong, and, man, I am elated to know that, dude, us Dokkan fans are getting something, like, just every step of the way. And I hope to hear more later on in the future, because, man, Dokkan music slaps. Dude, it absolutely goes so hard. And if you haven't listened to Dokkan music, please check it out. It is really good. But, dude, man, I love Dokkan. And if you've stayed for this long, dude, thank you so much for watching. Like, bro, just talking about, like, just Dokkan music and just, like, music in general, I really like it. And just having you guys stay and watch the whole thing really means a lot to me. And, dude, man, it's incredible. So yeah, dude, thank you so much. And yeah, see you next time. So take care and have fun. See ya.